Hello and welcome to the Creators Chat. My name is Kashif Harrison. I'm the host of the show. The way this show actually came to life was a lot of self doubt that I was going through before turning 40. And I think I'm still in that limbo. The idea of have I done enough? Have I put everything what I thought of in the world? Has the world validated me enough? These were the thoughts that I had before creating this show. And to be honest, I think I'm still not over it. So if you are someone who is struggling to put their creative juices out there, well, this show is for you. Together, we are going to create a journey where you can actually lift yourself up, hear words of wisdom from people who've turned their passion into profession. But hang on, we can't do it alone. We have to do it with you. You have to subscribe to the channel, make sure that you like and share the videos, and go to our Instagram account, let the world know what we're doing at the Creators Chat. So for now, let's begin the Creators Chat show.
I went into a meeting with an agent and they basically said to me, you're not going to be taken seriously as an actor because you're a YouTuber.
If there is a message that you have to say to someone who's procrastinating, putting their fashion reel out or something, but they're still having that, is it good enough? What would you tell them? Hi everyone and welcome to the Creators Chat. My name is Kashif Harrison and I'm super excited for this episode. Today on the show, we've got a musical artist. Yes, we're going into that territory. Trent Owers is a Kamilaroi actor. He was born and raised in a small town in New South Wales. He's been in so many musical shows. Let's list them out, all right? So he's been in Wicked, he's been in Rent. Recently, he was on Titanique, the musical, which went on and on and on. It actually did go on and on.
It really did.
And now he is in the new musical, which is Tarzan, the musical, which is coming to Australia. And I'm super excited to have him on the show. Trent Owers, welcome to the Creators Chat.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. What an intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, I've been following your work, and I think this is where I love that, when we create and put something out there, especially in the world of social media, somewhere something happens, the algorithm does its thing, and we connect.
It just happens.
And it just happens, and that's how we connected.
Yeah. It was really, really just organically out of thin air.
Yes.
That's how it always happens.
Can I just say, during COVID, what I really admired the most, because I was, we were all 24/7 on social media.
Of course.
Right? Trying to get our creative work out there. And then I came across your YouTube channel.
Yes. Another lifetime.
Oh my goodness. A lot of creation going on. Tell me, so when was the first time you understood that, hey, listen, 9-to-5 job is not for me. I'm something bigger than that?
It probably stems back to when I just didn't like. Maybe it's a bad personality trait to have, but didn't like getting told kind of what to do from like a regular day-to-day. Like a director can tell me anything they want. They can be like, oh, you're awful. I'll be like, thank you so much for the note. Thank you. I'll work on that. But like, it's just like when I was working in like, when I was living in London, I was working at M&S, which is like a supermarket chain. And then like, stuff like that, I was like, oh, I hate every fiber of this in my being. And the fact that I can't be creative in any sort of way. And then I found ways. I was like, okay, I'll have this job. So I would like write video ideas on like a little notepad while I was like stocking shelves and stuff. And I'd be like, oh, this would be really funny. And I'd get my little thing out and write it down like this and then go back to stocking the shelves and stuff. But I'm like, I mean, everyone needs a muggle job, a normal job. It's how the world spins. But
yes,
if you can make it your actual passions happen, then why not? But a long answer for a very short. I think I just like to be creative. And I think that's what it is at my core. So that's all I've wanted to do in so many different aspects besides just acting.
Wow. So when was the first time you turned your passion or creativity into a paycheck and you knew that, okay, fine, this can pay?
Ooh. My first moment was I had a very High School Musical experience where I was doing just sport. I was on like a sporting scholarship in school. And then in my like final years of school, I said, oh, I think I want to do the musical. So I just auditioned randomly and then I'd done it. And I was like, oh, this actually brings me actual joy. And so then I went on a gap year. I was supposed to go to the Conservatoire of Music, which is like a Brisbane musical theatre,
Mm.
um, kind of a university. But then I just went, I'm going to have a gap year. I'm going to go to London. And then I just started auditioning and kind of learning on the job
Mm.
and was like, oh, cool. This could actually be a real thing. So I just kind of like went full hand with it. There was a lot of TV stuff over there. So I
Yep.
started with that. And then, but I also, before I left, was doing like local productions as like a teen in Toowoomba, where I went to
Oh,
school.
wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Small towns around.
I know. I know. And the thing is that I feel when you have something creative in you,
Mm,
getting paid is sort of a validation, don't you think?
absolutely. And it's like, it just validates all the other stuff that you've done to get there
Mm.
because it's very rare that you just go into something and you're on a full-time salary. Like you got to do the weird ones, the non-paid ones, the ones that you're actually out of pocket for.
Yeah.
You get something from every single tiny project or thing that you do, no matter what. It's like, whether it's, oh, I didn't know that's how they say that. Um, that means something for the screen, or you
Mm.
meet someone who's also in that production and they go on to do something big, and then you have then a connection with that director who you worked with on this insane random project that you made zero money from
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, even just like it's just helped with your skill in some part.
Mm.
I think you can get something from every little experience, how
That
big or small.
that is so true because I wouldn't say it was a musical, but it was definitely a Bollywood musical
Yeah.
show. And it was theater, my first ever theater experience. I sucked at the audition. I sucked at the rehearsals. Pretty much sucked all the way through. And I remember that my director, he was like, You don't know how to act, and you have to do a lot of work, homework." And then I started watching, and my character was very gay. I was supposed to be like the royal vizier to the prince, but gay.
Okay.
I literally had a crush on him and
Wow.
all of that. So my character had to be gay but not too gay. But then I was too gay. So I had to tone it down. And then I watched Community the show, and the principal, what's his name?
Dean.
Yes, yes,
Dean.
yes.
Darn, I love Community so much.
And then he was in another movie that we were watching, Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was my understudy or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. So anyways, I started following how he does things and how he's gay but not too gay, but he's very dramatic.
Yeah.
And then I took some bits out of it, and then I performed, and everyone loved it. And then that way, I think that somehow that character just helped me become the gay I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Absolutely.
before I was a bit more conservative,
Mm.
not really out there. And then next minute, I'm like strutting. I'm like doing this stuff. I'm doing painted nails. I'm going all over. You know what I mean? And I think that just helped me become, the queer I am.
Wow.
I know.
Look at that.
The wisdom.
He was your
The
muse. Yeah.
He was
The
my
Dean from
muse.
Community.
The Dean from Community. I owe him my queerness.
There you go. You need to come in a different outfit every single day like he does.
Ta-da! Now, can I ask you that growing up and being creative, but also queer,
Mm.
what was that? How did your queerness help you in your creative journey?
I'm not sure I really embraced it
Mm.
until later in life. I feel like it subconsciously helped me throughout the younger years because I was so into pop culture and the singers, and you just like, as a gay person, usually that's what you're drawn to for some reason.
Mm.
We just love entertainment and drama. So like, even if we don't know, I think kind of like that pop culture and stuff helped me kind of be creative at the beginning with music and just everything that was around me. And then later in life, I think it's then finding that happy medium of how to use your queerness in if you're playing a gay role, for example, you're like, oh, I can pull this from somewhere. This is, it's a lot easier when you're playing a gay character and
Yeah.
um, and you get to actually be gay in real life. It's much easier to be like, oh, I can actually really relate and like really give this something. And then I think even as like my most recent, the show that I just finished, Titanique, we had a full gay cast. Like every single male in the entire show was gay,
Yes.
and it kind of just adds a whole other element to
Mm.
like this community and this like group of like queer people
Mm.
doing a show together. I think that's it was kind of really empowering, and it felt really like it felt like home, if that makes sense. Is this
Oh, that's
yeah.
beautiful.
So I feel like it can help in many different ways, whether in like it just helping you be comfortable in a certain space, especially musical theater. Musical theater is pretty gay, so there's always going to be a gay 2 feet from you, I'm sure.
Like Jonathan Bailey,
There you go.
doing his stretches
Yeah,
with that perfect.
we can all wish.
So growing up, when you were obviously, doing your creative work in musical and artist industry, the
Mm,
theater, did you have an icon, someone who you inspired to be like, or they were your sole inspiration to just keep on going?
mm. I I can't think of any off the top of my head,
Mm.
but I don't know if it's
Or even any inspiration, like, the divas, the pop divas, someone that just inspired you to just keep on going.
yeah, I have a feeling when I think deep about
Mm.
it, it's probably there was like a couple kids in my school who were in the older years who went
Mhm.
on to work in musical theater
Oh,
professionally,
wow.
and I feel like that was it because it was so close
Mm,
to me. I was like,
mhm,
I kind of knew them through, um, and being like, "Oh, if they can do that, that's possible for me." We went to the same school. We did the same
mm.
musical together. We, like, had the and then they're gone on to literally do the Australian Broadway. Like, I'm like, "That's reachable. If they can do it, then I can definitely do it."
And that is so nice because sometimes you're right. Someone who's just, doing better than you can actually be your inspiration as well.
Yeah.
Someone you followed,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And I've already seen it happen for me with
Mm,
someone younger than me or follows me, has done the same thing,
mm.
who knows me from my small town or was like went to the school I went to even 10 years later, but they've seen that I went there. They're like, "Oh, that's possible because I went there and you can do that." Like it feels if as long as you have like one thing in common, it feels like you can achieve what they can achieve. If that
Mhm.
yeah.
I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
Can I ask that was there a point that you felt like giving up and what actually kept you going? Cuz let's just be honest, musical artists, musical theater
Mhm.
during COVID, it was massive.
Oh,
People didn't know that it was going to come back.
no.
Any stage or any live performance is going to come back.
No, absolutely not. That was a weird
Yeah,
time.
weird times for
Yeah.
sure. So what kept you going?
Well, funny you mentioned about the YouTube channel
Mm.
because when I was living in London doing that, and it was full time, and I was a YouTuber at that time. Um, it's I went into a meeting with an agent, and they basically said to me, "You're not going to be taken seriously as an actor because you're a YouTuber.
Mm.
They're not in the same realm.
Ooh.
Like you can't do both. Um, yeah, you're never going to be seen as a serious actor." And I was like, "Oh God, okay." And YouTube was our whole thing, and
Mm.
it was full time. It was the money maker. It was everything. But before that, I was doing acting, and I started YouTube because I started making like scripted videos. It was my way of being creative
Mm.
while I was like living in the UK,
Mm.
trying to figure out all that. So I just started making these like little videos, and that was the whole reason. So I wanted to act and write and not do all these things. And I was like, oh, I can't do both. But at times changed. Like it now, it's like you kind of have to have a of some
Yes.
sort of following or even just online presence of some sort to be like seen as more like you're a better. It doesn't help your performing
Mm.
in the slightest, but it's now a tick rather than like a minus.
I mean, you have to have a TikTok account.
And that as well. I'm really bad at that. I'm trying. I'm really bad.
I'm pretty sure that through this series, everyone knows that my brother has more followers than me on TikTok. I don't know how I'm dealing with it. I feel like I need to go into therapy.
Oh God, yeah. You need one of these. We need to swap spots, and then I'm going to talk to you about this.
Well,
Yeah, welcome guys to the Creator Chat.
now, do you think that there has been maybe a failure that ended up being a blessing for you if you look back at your journey?
um, I guess the failures would be kind of what I touched on before, where you do those kind of like really weird, odd jobs
Mm,
that kind of will help you in some way grow as an artist. I've done some really random little acting gigs or like
okay.
random spot things that have been like, oh, this is my dignity is on the floor right now.
8
But
hours of standing at the back and being blurred.
that's
Yeah.
that's those ones, and
Oh man.
it's rough. It's real rough.
Background extras.
Yes, like
Damn.
you got to do them all.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect for them.
Oh, and they get good money. My God, no, I'm not. Don't feel sorry for you at all because you're making good hourly money. That's
You know
amazing.
that so there was a moment when I did a commercial and it was raining in Newtown. I'm pretty sure people have watched that commercial, but anyways, and the background actors were literally they had no umbrellas.
Mm-mm.
Everyone was drenched in rain, and here is the cast with umbrellas, makeup, and everything, being
Mhm.
treated like VIPs, which we
Yeah,
are. But you know that was the moment I was like, listen, I'm never.
it's very humbling.
But it was also, yeah, it was just like that moment
Yeah,
because I have funny that I actually 2 years after I ended up doing a background
yeah, yeah.
extra gig, and I was like, shit, I'm so glad it's not raining
I
and no
know.
one notices me.
I've had that. I literally, you probably saw me in the background, literally, because that was one of the first things I did when I went to the UK, and I was doing the background stuff, and same thing was out in the rain in the cold, just standing there, and they kind of just move you as a bunch of herd
Exactly.
from this place to this
You look
place.
nice. Come stand here.
Literally, like, oh, don't, yeah, okay, no, you go that way. Like, you're not people. So that it's humbling, but it also kind of helps, and it gives you a little
Mm.
fire. But it has also helped with like when I've been on set and I've been like a a role or something. I just like consciously I'll go to like the extras tent and I'll just like want to hang and talk to them
Mm.
because I'm like I know exactly what this is like. Like I want to make you feel included because they're a big part of
They are definitely,
yeah.
and I think anyone who does anything is a big part.
Exactly. It's all a cog. Like you're like
Exactly.
little cogs in this whole big moving machine.
Yes.
So it's like everyone has a purpose. And the same with musical theater.
Mm.
Everyone there's stories of like people that are maybe rude to backstage people
Mm.
or like tech people or there's people who aren't on the stage physically
Mhm.
performing. But the everyone
It
makes
looks
this machine run.
nice.
So you should be kind to everyone and make sure that everyone feels comfortable in their workplace because
Mm.
it's and also just being a nice person in general.
Be kind.
Just be kind.
Just so you're gay doesn't mean that you shouldn't
Exactly.
be
Yes.
kind.
Yes. You can be gay and nice. I know it's crazy.
Can I ask you that, especially when we talk about work, creativity, was there ever a time when you felt that maybe this is not me, like an imposter syndrome,
Oh, every single day.
mm.
Like the whole
Self-doubt?
forever. Self-doubt, imposter syndrome, especially if you get something if you're doing something huge and you're like,
Mm.
how did I get here right now? What the hell? Who decided? Who signed up on this that I get to be in this position right
Yeah,
now?
true.
Yeah. So I think everyone, even people who I know who are like at the peak of their game and have been doing it for 20 years and like they're just you can't
Mm.
do anything better than what they're doing right now. And I see them having self-doubt. I'm like, oh, so it never actually goes away. You just have to know how to deal with it. And yeah, so once you see the Top Guns have those exact same feelings, like, oh, I'm actually okay.
Mm.
It's just a universal human
Thing.
thing that happens, and you just have to find ways to deal with it. I randomly found recently, maybe in the past like year, and it's such a movie thing, but I was like, I tried it once. I was like, oh, that actually worked. I kind of like looked in the mirror and kind of like spoke to myself when I was like, if I had to go on for a certain character who was like if I was going on for like Jack in like Titanic, I'd be like, I look and I was like nervous. I'd look in the mirror and be like, you've got this job. You've already been hired. They know you can do it, so you need to know. Like I'd just like have a little moment talking to myself, and I thought this is stupid, but it kind of weirdly helped. So I kind of like do it
Yeah.
every now and then whenever I feel like that.
Funny, I started doing it recently and my boyfriend doesn't know, so don't tell him.
Okay.
He's not in the room.
Okay.
He's not behind the camera at all.
Great.
But he's big into affirmations,
Yeah.
daily affirmations, and I started doing that in my um, bathroom before getting ready and all that stuff. And it does work. The mirror talk works.
It works. How crazy is that?
Crazy. Now, if you see, or if there is a message that you have to say to someone who's procrastinating, putting their dance video out, putting their comedy skit that they created, putting their fashion reel out or something, but they're still having that, is it good enough? Look at the people and all of that stuff. What would you tell them?
Just do it. Literally, it's gonna give you so much joy. It's obviously what you wanted. You wouldn't have put yourself in that position if it's not what you
Mm,
wanted to do. And on that, I remember hearing this and it kind of stuck with me that not every passion needs to be monetized. You don't have to feel like you have to make money out of every single one of your passions. You can just do it because you like it.
yes.
And if it gives you joy, like it doesn't have to be you're like, oh, I like this, so I have to make money from this. It has to be my full-time job. Um, just do whatever makes you happy and makes you things that you look forward to and you want to do day to day. Like
Mm.
it's so important to do those things.
I genuinely want Creators Chat to be my full-time job.
Well, I mean, well, yes.
I mean, yes, brands
There you
out
go.
there, do you want this? You want this in
You want this,
you want this
yes.
gig. Okay, now before I let you go, I've got this rapid fire that I want to do with you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So let me take out my paper because this is only going to happen once I have the paper in front of me.
Stressful. Okay.
It's not
No.
stressful. You're gonna love it. And
Okay.
let's give the Instagram and TikTok something to
Yes.
go viral for. This is that
Slay.
viral thing.
Okay.
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 So are you
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
This is your round on the Creators Chat. This or that.
This or that.
Oof. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, or Kinky Boots. Which one is better?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
The Devil's Wear Prada or That Becomes Her. Which musical is better?
Death Becomes Her. Yep. Don't even, please.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna. I had a moment with Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Little Mermaid or Frozen. Which one is better? The musical.
Or the musical.
Yes.
Frozen.
I would agree on that.
Yeah.
Especially the dress reveal in the Frozen musical is it.
Absolutely. Power
It's
ballads.
Little Mermaid happy.
Honestly, Little Mermaid's a little.
Especially Ursula. You
like,
can't do that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe go show a drag queen and then maybe we can talk.
Now this is a tough one,
Yes.
and you may be thinking about this for a while.
Oh God.
Dreams and nightmares. Titanic or Tarzan the music.
Come on. Why would you do this to me? I'm gonna say because I'm out of my contract with Titanic and I'm currently contracted by Tarzan the Musical. Tarzan the Musical.
Okay, and this is the last one, and this is something I recently started following. Cole Escola as
Yes. Oh Mary.
O'Mary
Say less. Yeah.
or
Oh, don't say Titus.
Jinx Monsoon.
Oh,
Which one's the better O'Mary?
I'm gonna go original. Let's go with Cole.
Yeah,
Lock in Cole.
we love Cole.
Yeah.
Although, mind you, Jinx Monsoon, she's gonna be so hilarious.
Period.
Like
As anything, honestly.
she is. Yeah, she just took a dig at J.K. Rowling.
I
feel
saw
it's the
that.
best dig ever.
I was no stutter. That was genius. I watched that video every single time it comes up. I watch it again. I'm like, all right, round 4, let's go. Z-Way,
Yeah.
nothing to be said. Gagged.
Gagged. Exactly.
Gagged.
All right, Trent, lovely having you at the Creators Chat.
Thank you for having me. It's been so
I'm
fun.
so glad that you gave us time. I know that you came from Japan just last night.
Yes, you are.
And you're here. I wish you all the very best. Now, if people need to follow you, follow your journey, and get all the Trent Overness vibings, where do we go?
Instagram, at official Trent Owers. Sorry, I can't change the name. We want to changing it forever, but I can't. So
It's the official for me.
I know it's because when in the YouTube days there was 1,000 accounts of us. So Trent Owers was already gone. Trent Owers 1, 2, 3. Trent Owers all the stuff. So the real one, official. I don't know. It was 2010s, guys. Please. That's probably it. I would say I don't use Facebook. That's where I talk to my aunties. TikTok, I am at Trent Owers. Perhaps I'm getting better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the Creators Chat.
Thanks for having me.
And there we go.
Ah.
If you love this episode, I think, which you will, of course, please do make sure that you like and subscribe this channel. Also, make sure you share this video with your friends who are thinking of maybe getting into their creative journey as well. Well, here it is. Me, Kashif Harrison, signing off from the Creators Chat. Thank you. I do self shots, Daniel. That's thing. Okay. There you go. Got it. Boom. All yours.
Cute. And maybe one with sitting on the level.
Okay.
That's so nice.
And maybe one we're talking.
Okay, we're
We're
talking
totally
with our hands and stuff because you talk with your hands normally,
talk-
and you nod a lot. Yeah.
We're gay. We talk for that.
Okay, it's all about the hands.
about
It's
the hands.
expressions, and it really gets the point across.
Exactly.
That's really
Awesome. So we got the BTS. Now we can start. If you love this episode, make sure that you drop in a comment. What was your favorite moment of this episode? What was the takeaway that you took home and you are going to work on? Because your feedback matters to us most. Don't forget to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast from.